Hi, dear friends. Welcome back to Storytime with Tilly. Are you ready for another story? This one here looks really interesting. It's a book about learning how to tell time. I'm sure many of you know how to do that already, but some are probably just learning. It is titled A Day at the Zoo. Let's check it out. The Math Adventurers. A Day at the Zoo. Learn about time. Written by Seidel Gorazia Chapman and Susanna Rumies. Beep woke up at 7 o'clock, excited for the day. She's going with Boots to the zoo to see the animals play. See that clock on the bottom there? It says 7 a.m. You can measure time with a clock or a watch. The little hand points to the hour and the big hand points to the minutes. Lemurs in their playground, penguins in the pool, lions lounging in the sun, hippos keeping cool. There are 60 seconds in a minute. 1 second is about as long as it takes to say one hippopotamus. Can you count to 60 hippopotamus? Chimps being silly, making the hyenas laugh. Beep was counting down the seconds to meet the new giraffe. They brushed their teeth and packed a bag and left at 8:30. After 60 minutes on the bus, they lined up at the gate. There are 60 minutes in 1 hour. 2 tickets for the zoo, please. We'd like to feed the giraffe. Please meet at the treehouse in an hour and a half. Keep an eye on the time and make sure you're not late. Exactly at 11 o'clock, the zookeepers closed the gate. They stepped into a world of wonder with lots to see and do. Beep and Boots had a blast as they explored the zoo. At 10 o'clock, they rode the mini train around the grounds. They went over, under, up and down, and enjoyed the sights and sounds. They saw gibbons and gorillas, a white rhino and her calf. Then Boots reminded Beep that they should get to the giraffe. There are 24 hours in a day. That's how long the earth takes to turn all the way around. It was half an hour to feeding time, which happens just once a day. That's lots of time, said Beep. We're only 15 minutes away. A delicious smell filled the air, and Beep stopped in her tracks. Her tummy made a rumble when she saw the tasty snacks. There are 5 minutes between each hour. Mark on a clock. Boots stared at the big hand. Another 5 minutes ticked past. The line was moving super slow, but Beep said, I'll be fast. At last, with just a second to spare, it was Beep's turn to choose. Boots tapped her paws impatiently. There was no time to lose. It was 11:15. They could make it just in time. As long as there was no delays, they would be just fine. But as they turned the corner, the path ahead was blocked. They'd have to go the long way around before the gate was locked. Sundials were the first known clocks. They used the position of the shadow cast by the sun as it moves through the day to measure time. Too bad they don't work at night. Beep turned on her turbo boots, and soon the two were speeding all the way around the zoo to the treehouse for the feeding. They turned right by the tigers, then turned left before the bears. They zipped past the zebras and whizzed past hopping hares. Then they shuddered and juddered and ran out of power. The turbo boots stopped as the clock struck the hour. But the giraffes were in sight, just seconds away. Beep hurried up to the gate. We made it, she cried. We made it. Too late. Beep watched sadly through the bars as the giraffes were fed their lunch. Healthy leaves and branches. Munch, munch, munch. I'm sorry, Boots. Let's go home. She slowly shuffled away, but someone caught hold of her bag and wanted her to stay. The littlest giraffe didn't want to be fed. He didn't want grains to eat. He wanted their crunchy popcorn, a much tastier treat. Do you guys like visiting the zoo? Which is your favorite animal? Mine is giraffe, of course. Learning to tell time takes practice, just like anything. Just like learning to tie your shoelace or learning how to read. I know you guys are all smart and you can do it with practice and persistence. That means keep doing it day after day. You'll be experts at telling time in no time at all. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. I hope you have a fantastic day and get to read some cool books today. And as always, you are smart, you are important, and you are loved. I'll see you soon. Bye.